connection, the very fabric of reality that you perceive to believe, I'm going to find a way to have you totally change that. First time doing a live here, but the work on the spirits and soul level and that God, source, love, light, life, whatever you want to call it, I just need to share here in this live because these shorts I've been doing for a long time, these videos don't do it on here. And semantics are one thing, so put religion aside here. But I want to explain to so many people out there that I've been blessed with an ability by God, by source, whatever you might want to call it, that well over the last year and a half now, I'm able to connect with that in a profound way. And I've helped well over 100 different people, different religions, different backgrounds, different ages, whatever it might be. And it was never a spot for me to look for or find on there. This came to me in an own calling. And so many people out there that I've had the pleasure and been blessed with God's help and through God to help people out is I'm able to connect with people and see their past. Total strangers at restaurants, at malls, at a house party. I've had friends bring their friends or friends bring strangers I didn't even know to me or around me or to sessions of soul healing, I call them. Not mediumship at all. It's totally different, but I call it a soul healing. And for me to be able to connect with another person and for me to find out profound images and details of someone's life that are not out there. And I'll give you examples here. And it's very, very, very emotional to me as I go into there. But being able to connect with a person and say, when you're 3 or 4 years old, I see your male figure left. Your dad left the house. Didn't die, but the dad abandoned, the dad went through a divorce. To see people that are 11, 12, or 13 to be sexually molested. And I'm able to see that and identify that with these strangers. To see people that were beaten, people that were lost, to see people that were stabbed or shot, see people that were raped, beat by their mother, beat by their father, to know the ages of these strangers, right? There is no description about this. There is nothing online about this. There is no way I can know the things I know. And then to be able to find someone's present point in time and help their soul heal and identify that. To be able to see the future of events to come, right? And by that I mean, God blesses me that sometimes anywhere up to even 3 weeks out even, I'll be able to start seeing names in my sleep, in my daily rhythm. I'll be able to see where I'm going to meet people at. If I see food, I see a male, I see a female. I'll be able to start getting images in my head of how I'm going to meet these people in the future. And I'll take notes very detailed about this. And then I will run into these people. And that same person, a man with a hat at a restaurant, a woman with a child walking in the mall with a yellow jacket, someone that's at the gym that just has a look on there. And I will meet these people and I'll be able to give them details that just don't exist anywhere, that are so intimate and so private that no one even knows. Now, I've had people from all religions, all sources, but when these facts come in there, these people have no choice but to accept the fact that the truth of light, the truth of God, source, energy, that we're all connected exists, because it can't be denied. There's no way that I can know what I know about these people, about these events, about these circumstances without a connection that exists beyond measure. And just the light is there. We are all connected more than you can imagine. The things I know, the things I've seen about hundreds of people, and the blessing that with God and through God, I've been blessed with to help other people out there cannot be described. And I say all this because we live in a world now where there's so much hate, so much difference, so much, I live in America, I live in Europe, I live in Africa, I live in Russia. It doesn't matter. There's so much black, white, red, yellow. It doesn't matter. There's so much, I'm Christian, I'm a Mormon, I'm Islam, I'm an atheist. That doesn't matter either. Because in the end of it, we're all souls of light. Call it what you want. In the end of it, I have connected and been around hundreds of people from all over the place. And I'm telling you to this day that the connection does exist. If you can believe your cell phone has internet, you can believe the TV gets cable from some satellite in the sky, but you can't see this 5G, you can't see the TV, you can't even see this feed going right now. But what if you could see the 5G internet everywhere? Well, it's the same thing to me in profound ways, that not the way you visually see things, but I can have another sense that can't be described, that I see this connection with more all of life. I see this connection. past, present, future, it doesn't matter. I see this connection in animals and humans and the very trees and the very dirt we walk on, that there is a connection there that can't be denied. Now, people in power throughout hundreds of years have tried to hide this fact on there. People like me typically have been killed, have been shot, have been made fun of, and it's happened to me on here. But I do not care because I know my truth. I do not care because I know my love and light. I also don't care because out of the hundreds of people that I've been blessed to call to help, every single one of them has told me everything I have seen, said, and heard has been true, and they have left in dismay, in tears, in astonishment, and their reality has changed. Now, I'm not saying this by any measure. I have my ego out there. I'm no better. I'm no worse. I'm just awakened. I'm just connection. I'm just putting love here first. And so I would truly encourage you to stop looking at how you're different, to stop looking at why you're better, and to start just accepting the fact that you're a soul of light, as I am, as everyone is, and just start telling yourself that you're connected, more can be on here. Now, people will say, well, how is this happen? Listen, I don't wake up in the morning or go to bed at night and say, I can't wait to meet this stranger tomorrow so I can help do this. I can't wait to have this happen. No, it just comes to me. But I've never been afraid to do what God has called me to do. And I mean by that is, I've been in restaurants again, I've been in malls, public places, I've been around friends, I've been around strangers, so many things. But I tell you what though, when God tells me to do something, I do it no matter what, when, where, why, or how I'm at. And my personal belief is, because God knows I've never not done something, no matter how out of place it might be, no matter how scared I might be, no matter how uncomfortable I might be, like doing this live right now, is that I'm not afraid to stand for God. I'm not afraid to stand out of love and light because I know my truth. The hundreds of people that know me know my truth. The people I have been blessed in my lives, strangers come and go, they know the truth. And so I would really tell you, put aside whatever you want to call it, angels, demons, spirits, energy, whatever it is, but I am promising you it is all very real. Because there again is no way that connections I've experienced, the things I've known, the people I've been blessed to help could exist without the unexplainable being explainable. So just because you don't have a sense, just because you've never experienced yourself, it doesn't mean it's not real. But I would just caution you not to judge someone. I would caution you not to be so skeptical, right? I would caution you to open your own mind. I would caution you to even reflect, right? And by that I mean is meditation. Now, so many Christians out here will say meditation, oh, it's so bad. And it does happen. Churches I've been in meditation, I've heard for so many other Christians out there how meditation's a bad thing. Even yoga is a bad thing. Yet prayer is. Well, in the Christian Bible, and I grew up Christian very hardcore the first 20 years of life before going to the Marine Corps, being a combat in Iraq, that Jesus himself meditated. Jesus himself prayed. The disciples themselves meditated. Meditation is just a way for you to totally unplug, isolate yourself, and just allow life itself to come to you. No expectations on there. And by having daily meditations with no expectations and just truly letting love prevail out there, you know, if God, source, love, light, whatever it is, your higher self, your consciousness wants to have a message to you, it will 100% happen. But you can't force it. You can't have any expectations on there. You need to have a pure heart and a pure mind for the heart, mind, consciousness to go through. And so I say all this out here because I'm not perfect. I'm no better. I have flaws. I have ups and downs. But again, the connection of spirits, souls, God, angels, demons, whatever you want to call it, the human nature, it 100% exists. It 100% is real. So if there's any way I can ever help, if there's people out there that have similar experiences out there, by all means, let me know. Again, I just wanted to share and be vulnerable with you on here, just telling you on there that there are people out there who are blessed from God, right? And again, not my ego, but I've been blessed to have these, that have this ability to truly connect with soul healing is the way I call it on here, and to dig deep into someone's past and to find their darkest secrets, to find their darkest pains, and to have the blessing with that person to go in that dark time and to have that blessing with that person to help encounter it, to help overcome it. And the emotions I've had and people have had, they become a very fabric of my life, and we have stayed connected via energy-based connections. And to this day, I have hundreds of people I've helped, and I'll send them a random text out of nowhere. Hey, did this just happen today? Hey, did your mom, dad, uncle, grandma, grandpa, did someone just pass away today? And again, no ego, but it's always been correct. So I would tell you to become aware that the unawareable is true. Just because you can't see the internet with the 5G, just because you can't see how this is working right now, doesn't mean that you can't feel what I'm on here either. So continue to be open, continue to not be afraid about being different, because I know this right here is very vulnerable for me. I'm sure I'll get made fun of, I'll get chastised. I don't care though. Because when I have God on my side, when I have truth within me, the light within me, and hundreds of people know, you could say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do, but I know my truth. And I'm here to help out other people as best as I can. I'm just a human. But if I can help you find ways to truly awaken yourself and truly have love for your own self, and that if you could have love and light, that you truly want to help out other people in this world, no words for it on here, right? So again, no better, no worse, but things out there have always been talked about: 3D, 4D, 5D, consciousness, energy. You got like Monroe Institute since the 70s on there talking about things. You got this going back thousands of years talking about it on there. But people like me, if not different, if not other gifts or abilities out there, are 100% real. Now, sadly to say, I've never had the chance to encounter anybody else out there, but I see them, I read about them, I hear about them on YouTube and on podcasts that they are out there. And so, again, if I can help you out somehow, if you can help me out somehow, if there's feedback you ever want to share it somehow, let me know. But it is my life's journey, my soul's journey, because again, this is just a body, right? My body's in my soul, not my soul in my body. And you got to think about that too. So let's keep awakening the light in others. Let's keep showing that love in the light of others. Because as I say here this very moment, right, I've already, again, it's hard to describe, it really is. But it's a seventh, eighth, ninth sense I can explain. But I already know there's a man with a stick walking, and I see a baseball cap on his head, and he's got two little children next to him. And I'll be meeting this man in the next 6 to 9 days. And I'll come back on here. A woman in a chair with her dog, and her dog is dying. And she's all alone. And whoever this lady is here with her dog who's dying, it looks like she's also a widow. But somehow, in some way, I'm going to encounter this person through a stranger, through life. I have no idea. Again, I'm no better. I am no worse. It's no ego. But I need to share this with people. That there is so much more to this world than you can ever fathom. And that we need to have love as the guide and put all these differences aside and have the human connection on there. If you just closed your very eyes, one of 6 senses you have, and you to be around people, it would change your reality. So I ask you this today, that if you had undeniable proof or an experience that could prove everything I'm saying is true, and I could truly alter the very fabric of your reality and your understanding of life, how would that change you? I just thank you so much for listening to me on here, just sending you abundance and love, light, and life always.